Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and we're outside a house we just bought actually 2 months ago, but the sellers had 2 weeks to move out, didn't move out, and we have to do an eviction now. So we've got the dumpster, got our people over there waiting to do the eviction, and the police are in there talking to the occupant now. So they sold the house. We bought it to a wholesaler. We bought it from the wholesaler. They had a $5,000 holdback in escrow in case you didn't move out. So we did get that, but it's still a pain to go through the eviction and all of this. And that person did end up getting quite a bit of money from selling the house. So not really sure why they chose not to move or stay here or go through this, but that's what happens sometimes when you're dealing with properties and situations like this. All right, so the sheriff showed up. He went inside, talked to the occupants who were still there, as you can see the U-Haul, and they did not get hardly anything out. So it's always weird for me to film while we're in the middle of an eviction, so I'm doing a voiceover now. And I apologize for some of the crazy camera shooting because it was a little tough navigating all the things in the house and then the people moving stuff too. But she ended up having 11 cats. I heard her tell the sheriff. The house does not smell like cats, though, amazingly enough. Very dirty. Those are just milk cartons, empty milk cartons all over the counter. It was crazy. As you can see, she had the U-Haul there, but there's almost nothing in it. And most of the time, she just sat there with, I don't know if it's her dad or a friend or whatever, and watched us move everything. So that was pretty interesting. The outside, not too crazy. You can tell they never, ever did any yard work. But it backs to open space, and it's right next to kind of a farm, which is pretty cool. And then upstairs, you can see the carpet is amazing. And during this eviction, I actually did work. So if you wait till the end, you can see what I looked like at the end of all of this too. It was pretty nasty. But lots and lots and lots of Amazon boxes full of just random things. One I looked at said expired Epsom salt. And so I opened it up, and sure enough, there was expired Epsom salt in the box. So here's the one working bathroom. Look away if you don't want to see how disgusting it is, but there you go. So there was another bathroom in the lower floor, but when we turned the water onto it, it sprayed everywhere, so it was not working. Here's the basement. It also had a lot of stuff. Tires, tools, car parts. There was even almost a full-size trailer down there in the basement that we think they must have welded down there. It's right there under those boxes, them in the basement. So we ended up leaving that down there, but just about everything else we were able to get out. But yeah, just stuff everywhere. But surprisingly, it did not smell like cats. We didn't see cat poop or pee anywhere. So the cats were at least well taken care of, I think. There's your laundry room. There was a dryer that was completely disassembled, so obviously not much laundry was being done, I don't think, or at least the dryer wasn't being used. I don't know if I show it in here, but we found some random rabbit bones in the garage, so I think the cats brought in random rabbits and brought them back. And that was her right there in the dumpster picking up salsa out of the boxes. So that right there is a fridge. Of course, I had to show that. And right below there were empty cans of cat food just sitting in the fridge. So amazing. All right, so the eviction is done, and we filled up one dumpster and have all this left over. There's another dumpster coming soon. They're going to put that in. One of the most fun things was dragging this up, and yes, it was me who physically dragged that up myself. So I had to help during this eviction a little bit since we're a little short on people and time because there are so many things. And I may sound slightly out of breath. That's not really from moving stuff. It's because she had 11 cats and I'm pretty allergic to cats, so slightly difficult for me to breathe right now, but I'll be okay. So here is what the house looks like now. We'll go upstairs here soon. But for the eviction, we basically have an hour to move everything out. We could not get that done in this time period. It's more like an hour and a half. Luckily, the sheriff deputy was cool and gave us a little extra time. And we don't have to get rid of trash, right? Just like personal items that might have some value. So it doesn't have to be clean, just mostly cleaned up. Because cleaning it probably wasn't going to happen in an hour. And, oh, I know I probably shouldn't show you this. But it's really interesting. There was literally, look at all that milk. And there's probably 20 empty milk jugs just sitting here on the counter. Those are empty cans of cat food. So that's pretty amazing. If I sneeze, I apologize in advance because I can feel it coming right now. But I'll keep going. The laundry room. They did not do much laundry, apparently, from the looks of things. Here is the master bedroom. And really, the house isn't in that bad of shape. Like, it's disgusting and it's dirty, but there aren't really holes in the walls. You know, they didn't do a whole lot of damage, and that's something we were really worried about in this house because the lady would not talk to us, was being very difficult, threatened to leave all kinds of bad reviews, said we were kicking out of her house, even though she sold it, and according to the wholesaler, made like $50,000. We were the bad people who kicked her out of her house after she sold it. So, and I mentioned I did some work in this house, and look, see? I shouldn't have worn white today. That was a mistake, but I wasn't really planning to work either. So that's what happened there. We'll show you the basement now, which looks slightly better. Like I said, we got most of it out, and the sheriff left. Oh, there's some more parts of the mattress I drug out. That was fun. But he left after about an hour and a half, said, hey, if they come back, because the people were here for most of it, just sitting there staring at us and sifting through the dumpster getting salsa. But literally getting salsa. But besides that, they left after about 45 minutes or an hour. So the sheriff said, hey, you know, I'm going to go, which pretty much means it's good enough and we can get out of here. That's where the mattress was, just sitting in moldy water. So he said, if they come back and cause any problems, you guys gonna be fine. I'm like, yeah, we'll be fine. No worries. So he left, and at that point, it's kind of up to us how much more we want to do. And as you can see, we got most of it out, but the trailer that they welded in their basement, we did not get out. They literally, we're 95% sure, built that down here and then left it down here because obviously getting it up the stairs is going to be a massive chore. That is just one hunk of metal. Interesting stuff. All right, now we'll make our way upstairs, which has some more fun stuff to look at. All right, here we go. The carpet. And what's surprising, she had 11 cats. It doesn't smell like cats. Like, you can't smell cat urine. You can't really smell cats at all. So they didn't just pee and poop everywhere. Obviously, maybe in some spots, but it's not like a crazy, disgusting cat house like you would expect it to be. Cool view. Another bedroom here. And then this is the awesome part right here. Yep. There's your shower and toilet. Just amazing. Be a mirror. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, so that is the house after the eviction. We will have our guys get the rest of it cleaned up, do some demo, start working on it, and it really should be a pretty simple flip, now that the eviction is done and that part of it is over.